man. Good afternoon. It is showtime, man. You can hear everything going off. Everything said, well, Kerry, it's time to start the show. So here we are. We're here to start the show. And tonight's going to be a little bit different, a little bit interesting, what we're going to talk about. And I can tell you that Tribe80K is just absolutely taking off. I'm going to do something here real quick so that I can put this up on the screen. And we're going to talk about Tribe80K today and why is Tribe80K important and what Tribe80K is and why Tribe80K was started. I was out the other night and I met a young man from SMU College. And we were talking, and I love to get people's opinions about life and about what they're doing. And he was going to school to be a psychologist. And so I asked him, I said, hey, I got a question for you. What is it that you think you want to make a year? What do you think is going to make you comfortable? And immediately he started coming out with an image. He said, well, I think 200,000 a year would make me comfortable. And I said, so do you want 200,000 a year? Do you want 200,000? He said, $200,000 a year, that'll give me a nice house and all these things. And this is where people lose everything. This is why when you retire, and I'm going to talk about a lady I spoke to just the other day. And I literally walked out of there and I got in my car and I closed the car door and I had tears running down my cheeks. And so anyway, I was talking to him and I said, what about disposable income? What about income? I said, here's where people lose everything. They have been told this lie all their life that if they make X amount of money, they'll have all this money left over and they're going to get all this Social Security and all this stuff. And you're going to have a huge savings and all this stuff's going to happen. But what happens is we live at and or above our means. I mean, if you're making $200,000, you can go out and buy $500,000, $1 million home. You're going to furnish that house. You're going to have all those things and everything's going to come at you. And then when you retire, guess what happens? You probably still have a mortgage. You probably, it's time for some new cars. The kids are going to school. And you realize you have zero money. And so at that time, you realize that, gosh, man, $200,000 just didn't cut it. I mean, it just didn't take me where I needed to go. Where did I go wrong? And this is the lie everybody's told. You work all your life. You're told you're going to be able to retire from XYZ company, and you're going to have all this money coming in, and you're going to have this grand retirement. They give you a plaque. They walk you out the door, and boom, there you are by yourself. And then you realize, oh my gosh, I'm retired, and I do not have enough coming in to pay the bills that I currently have. Let alone can I not take the vacations that I dreamed of. Let alone can I not do the things that I wanted to do. And so all of this has been poured in your brain over 30 years plus, that all of this is going to be waiting on you at the end of the rainbow. And guess what happens? It's not there. And this is the reason why. You did not plan on having any disposable income at the end of the month, every month. The majority of people live month to month. I don't care if you're making $50,000 a year, $100,000 a year, or $200,000 a year. You see, when we start making that money, we want to do what? We want to live a $200,000 a year lifestyle. And many of you are going to say, well, no, Kerry, gosh, if I had $200,000 a year, I would put back so much money and I would do this and I would do that. Listen, maybe a very small minority, very, very small. I mean, so minute that it's unbelievably small, would do that. But the majority of people don't. I was talking to a lady the other day, and please excuse me if I get just a little emotional. She was working at a restaurant and I went in to eat. I eat there all the time. And it was the first time I'd seen her there, and she happened to be my waitress. And And as she came over, I said, "Hey, how you doing?" She said, "I'm doing good." But you could tell that she was just kind of tired, you know. And I said, "How long have you been working here?" She said, "I just started." "What brought you here?" And she said, "Well," she said, "I worked at XYZ company and I retired about 6 months ago." And she said, "I just don't have enough money to make ends meet." And I said, "Wow." I said, "Really?" She said, "Yeah." She said, "I get partial Social Security because my retirement equals so much money." And I'll tell you another story after this one that blows my mind because I hear it all the time. And so she started telling me her basically her woes, that because of where she was at, she was really trapped, and making XYZ money, and she needed to work in order to make ends meet. And the more she worked, the more she lost on the Social Security side. And I was just mind blown because I don't even think about Social Security. I don't care if I ever get a penny of Social Security. And the reason I say that, because if you have to take yourself down to poverty level in order to receive Social Security, then I sure don't want it, because I don't want to change my lifestyle. You see, I want to create disposable income, and I want to do those things. So here she was told all her life that she was going to have this great retirement, going to be able to do things. And I asked her this one simple question. Did anybody ever to you about savings, talk to you about disposable income? She said, no. She said, all I did was went to work every day and put money in the 401k and did everything they told me to do. And she said, the 401k is okay. She said, but she said, I have bills and I have to make sure that I manage that and everything. And she said, so I took a job. And I said, do you want to be here? And she looked at me with the saddest look in her eyes. And she said, no, I don't. She said, she said, no one ever told me to prepare. She said, or if they did, I never listened. And I said, well, not just you. I said, but I talk to people all the time and everybody's the same way. Nobody really listens. I hear people tell me all the time that are on Social Security, and I talk to them about finances, and I talk to them about bringing themselves to a place where they have plenty of money to do the things they want to. And this is what I hear. Well, I would love to do that, but, and I always know what's coming because I've heard it so many times and it just drives me crazy. But if I make so much over this threshold, I lose on this end. So you would rather live at a poverty level or just above making it, okay, just above making it, because you don't want to make the disposable income so that you can live the life that you've always dreamed of. I don't understand that, but that's the mentality of people because that's what we've been taught our entire lives. So why did I create Tribe80K? And I was with the gentleman from SMU the other night, and we were talking, and he said, Kerry, I've got a question for you. He said, obviously you're very successful. And we talked for a long time, and I told him about my background and what I did. And he said, you're very, very successful. Why would you do this? And I want to read something to you here. Let me pull it up on my phone real quick. I should have already had it pulled up, but I don't. Let me find it. It's right here. It's a post that a good friend of mine posted today. And it from Carlos Aguirre, and I don't know if I say his last name right. My Spanish is about zero. So anyway, but he's a great friend. He's a great mentor, and I just really love this guy. And this comes from the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. And this is the statement from the book. The world is full of people who are grabbing and self-seeking. So the rare individual who unselfishly tries to serve others has an enormous advantage. He has little competition. And that's from the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. And this is the reason I started Tribe80K. The people out there that I believe that Carlos is talking about, the people who are unselfishly trying to serve others, who has the enormous advantage. I am that person. I believe that I have been extremely blessed. And I know there are a lot of people out there who have been extremely blessed. And I know that there are people out there who want to take those blessings and serve others, but really they can't financially because of their past. You know, they didn't prepare. They didn't have the disposable income. They didn't do those things that they were supposed to do. And so they got to a point where it's like, man, I would love to do that. I would like to take what I know. I would like to take my beliefs. I would like to take the positivity that I have in my life, and I know I can share with others, and I can help take them to a place where they want to go. And that's what I want to do. So with Tribe80K, I want to find 80,000 people who want to make $80,000 a month. Now, you say, well, Kerry, is that even possible? Yes, it's possible. It's possible because there are people out there. There are people out there who are the rare individuals who unselfishly try to serve others, who has the enormous advantage. This is what I'd like you to do. I want you to go to tribe80k.com, and I'm not sure what happened, but I just checked it before I went over on here, and the background had been removed, so I changed the color of the font, and we'll go back in and fix the website. But go to tribe80k.com. Give me the opportunity to speak to you personally. Let me speak to you. If you want to help change, if you want to be that person, that rare individual who unselfishly tries to serve others and wants to serve others, if you want to gain the major advantage in helping others not have to be the person that I met at the restaurant, who did not have the disposable income to take herself to the place she wanted to go. If you want to be that person, then go to tribe80k.com, and on the bottom of the page, there is a form. Fill that form out, and I will be more than happy to get in touch with you. Tribe80K is a movement. It's going to be the greatest wealth movement in the history of this country. Okay. Now, right now, this is for those in the USA only. Eventually, we're going to spread out into the world, but we're going to start right here at home. And we're going to help others in this movement change their lives forever. You guys hear me speak about generational wealth a lot. I want to help you create generational wealth, wealth that will absolutely change your life. Go to tribe80k.com. Tribe80k.com. That's the movement. I want to share with you the product that we're using, the financial product that we're using to create that generational wealth. Now, some of you are naysayers. Drive me crazy. You know, you sit back and you talk good talk, but you have no walk. If you talk the talk, I want to share with you how to have the walk. I want to share with you how to be that person you want to be, because no one has ever shared it with you before. You see, we get into a lot of things in life, right? We start a lot of businesses. We talk to a lot of people. We follow a lot of people, but they never truly share with us how to do it. Most importantly, once we become a part of a program or an organization or start our business, those who brought us there abandon us. We never hear from them again. That's not going to happen here. Go to tribe80k.com. I look forward to working with you. I look forward to being a part of your life. I look forward to being a part of the thousands and thousands and thousands of people that we're going to be able to touch. But I need you. In order to make this happen, I can't do it by myself. I'm willing to give of myself. I'm looking for people who are willing to do the same thing, and in that process, be one of those who creates the $80,000 a month income that you deserve, that will change your life forever, that will help you create generational wealth forever. Guys, I've been in the trenches. I've slept in my car. I have been homeless. I have done those things. And it's not fun. So when someone tells me, gosh, Kerry, I just don't have it, I understand and I feel the pain. But the only way you ever get yourself from that point to the next point is to make a decision. Make a decision today. Don't wait, because the train's going to pass you by and you're going to look back and you're saying, gosh, man, I remember that 80K wealth movement. I remember that happening. People will literally read about this. It's going to change everything. So go to Tribe80K.com. I look forward to having you on the team to help me build generational wealth across this great nation of ours. It's going to go from 80,000 to 160,000 to 500,000. I want everybody to have the opportunity. Will everybody take it? No, but many will with your help. Go to 80K, Tribe80K.com. Go to Tribe80K.com. I look forward to working with you. I look forward to speaking to you. I will personally speak with you. I look forward to speaking with you. Let's move the movement. Let's make it happen together. Everybody have a great day. God bless. And I will see you on the next video.